What's up?
Hey, what's
What
going
up, brother?
on? What's going on, brother? How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. How you been?
I'm good. I'm good. I just had to pull over just to jump on a quick chat with you.
Cool, 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 cool. Well, welcome to this week's podcast, Love Tower Podcast. Myself, Jamar, my friend, Poppy, as they call him. Oh, man.
Renee.
I know, like me and you, we we a lot of times we connect. We have some deep, really deep conversations. Especially, we delve into a little bit of everything. But I know a lot of times we delve into relationships, the different aspects of relationships and things like that. I know you've given me some good insights. I think we've given each other some good insights on our relationships in general. I was thinking maybe we could talk about that today.
I appreciate you, brother, because you have given me a lot of good insights that have helped me on my path too. So, yeah, you want to jump on that?
So, I know, like for me, the aspect of, being with someone you love and like going on that journey, like it is kind of like a discovery, for me, one, I grew up uh in a single with a single mother, so I didn't see the interaction with, my mom and, another person. So I feel like, me growing up, I'm kind of exploring that. It's almost like a new discovery for me. Like, so I have to, I seen what I seen on TV and from what I've seen from other people at a distance, from my parents, or not my parents, my friends' parents and stuff like that. But I didn't grow up in that house, so I didn't see like the dynamic. So in a lot of ways, I feel like, I see and learn things completely, new to me. In a sense, maybe I'm playing catch up a little bit, compared to other people, but you
Well,
know, it's an interesting thing.
that makes two of us, because like I grew up with my mother and my brothers. And yeah, I had a stepdad for some time, but like I didn't really feel that fatherly figure, So me, I always did the same thing you did, is watching others, and watching other relationships and how they pan out. One thing that I do notice is there's no perfect relationship out there, right? It's like everybody has their ups and downs, and they argue, and that's one thing that I notice. It's like sometimes by seeing others and seeing myself too, it's like we give so much love to somebody, but then it's like we feel like it's not received sometimes, and it's due to the energies and the delivery, or how things are done for our partners. And talking about women, um, women are very special. It's like I think they're the queens of our lives, right? But sometimes it's like we like I never understood what it was to listen, or if I did something and I had like some type of reaction for something that was said before. Sometimes it's like a reflex, right? It's like
Yeah.
we just shoot back. But
Hey,
one thing that I realized and I noticed is like it's just observing and just like being there and being present. And that took a long time. That took a lot of relationships. That took a lot of studying and a lot of understanding, in a way, And it's sometimes we give love, but besides giving love, we have to receive love back, right? So sometimes we don't receive it in the way that we think it is, or
yeah,
something's going on, there might be so many things sometimes when you deal with somebody. This could happen to not only our partners, it could happen to men, it could happen to anyone. Due to traumas or things that we went through in our past, we create these barriers, and we do not want to basically accept or to accept. There might be another word for that, but
Yeah.
to let things in so easily, thinking that we're gonna get hurt or or something's gonna happen wrong, and
Mm.
the assumption is there a lot. There's so always so there's sometimes assumptions comes up, and we can't do that. We cannot assume. We just have
Yeah.
to wait, understand, feel. Maybe the person that we're dealing with, or our partners, might be dealing with a, I don't know, a difficult time.
Yeah.
It could be their moon cycle. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
You know, that's
bro,
that's a good thing that
it's a,
I'm glad you brought that up because you're the only person that I know who, and I thought it was, I mean, it's actually brilliant if you think about it. It's like you're the only dude that I've encountered that actually keeps an active calendar on his phone for his woman's moon cycle. You act accordingly based on that also.
hey, you don't understand how important that is to me, brother. it's like, it's like we, like at that time, it's like I have it like from a week before. You know what I'm saying? And then that week. So I have 2 weeks of like awareness that when it clicks on, that believe me, I'm like, I learned to be calm, stoic, patient, you name it. It's like, and I understand that hey, Renee is not against you. It's like it's just the nature of it. So we have to, let's work together with this.
That's powerful. That's powerful because that's true. It's like, sometimes when you can get into the state, I mean, I'm not always successful at it, but, when I can, to realize that sometimes some things, especially in a relationship, it's just a matter of uh, circumstance, the circumstance and the flow of the hormones, from either person. Who knows, the fluctuation in hormones, the position of the moon or the stars, whatever it may be. It's like sometimes it's just stuff that's outside of us. Necessarily, like we don't necessarily always have to put all the blame on each other. And so that has helped me in a lot of ways, like to relieve a lot of tension and conflict in the relationship, for sure.
Yes, yes, and then it helps because those are the times we always have to learn how to be present and listen. But
Yeah.
it's like those specific times, especially when the moon cycle comes around. It's like that's when you really have to be extra careful and aware of what you say. Things might be taken out of context. You might say something and they understand it in a total different way. And next thing you know, it's like you're like, whoa, did I just do that, or what
Yeah.
just happened here? No, like,
Uh,
and
you know, when I seen that when you first showed me that, I was like, man, that's crazy. But actually, it's really good awareness actually too. Because it keeps you in that state where like, this stuff that's happening isn't necessarily anything that has to do with you. So don't so don't trip over
hey, it doesn't, but it pulls you in. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like anything could cause, kind of like we just want to turn those chaotic moments into like kind of like smooth them down and
it. Yeah.
just be present, be aware, be there. Um, our
Yeah.
partners they need to feel safe with us.
Yeah.
So and we always sometimes we give so much love, but love also has to be felt
Yeah.
by your partner. If they don't feel it, or they don't understand it, or they just don't feel it, it's not a good thing. So we just have to make sure that we communicate, we understand. Understanding has to go a long way too. So yeah, there's many things that are that are entangled in this whole thing.
And what do you feel about like when when one of the people in the relationship doesn't feel uh, the reciprocation of love or whatever it may be, maybe thankfulness or whatever. Because it could be one of two things. It could be like the receiver, the person who's receiving it or trauma in them or whatever, or it could be the giver. It just depends on the situation. Like what do you think about
Well, so one thing that I learned to realize is like sometimes one thing that translates to us in a certain way doesn't translate to others in the same way, right?
that?
Um, you know, man, like I feel that some some people might receive love and they might feel it, but they don't express it. So then that's when the mind of us, we start looking into it and we're like, well, you know oh, like I just did something. It's like, oh, the least thing that somebody could have done for us is just give us a thank you or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we let our minds roll with that, it's like then we start creating thought forms in our mind.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's normal for us to feel some kind of way, but it's like we have to like kind of like deviate from those thought forms and wait and be patient because it always comes out when love is given and love is received. It always comes out. It might not come out at that moment when you want it to come out, and you might be like, "Damn, it's like, what
You
the
know,
heck just happened?" You know?
yeah, it's true. It's like, I think about this sometimes. It's like, being in a relationship, like like you give love freely. I think, especially men, like a lot of men, I would say a lot of men give love freely. Like, or they'll put their heart and soul into like giving, giving their love, right? And I think like the part where like a lot of guys may get caught up sometimes is where it's like you give the love freely and you don't expect anything, but at the same time, like being human, you do want to receive or feel love, like the reciprocation, right? But at the same time, you don't want to give with that, obviously that intention in mind. But I think like at the highest level, like to get to a love to where it's like regardless of what's coming back, like you don't you don't need anything. But to me, that's almost like I almost call it like that's the Buddha love right there. It's like it's true selfless love. Like, but I think like obviously, like like people are kind of like even like myself. Like I feel like sometimes I'm like, I blur into that. Sometimes I don't. Like I still have the human part of me that wants to feel the reciprocation of love back, right? But at the same time, you also know, and like a lot of times you're giving love selflessly, but a part of you still, there's a little part of you that still wants to feel the reciprocation.
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel you with that because I feel that like sometimes if we let our emotions get in the way, they might create, like I said before, we start creating thoughts about situations.
Yeah.
Uh, and like I think that strong men, um, they don't overpower the emotions; they just strengthen.
Mm,
saying, like, once you strengthen them and you stabilize them, if we stabilize our emotions and we strengthen them, um, we could like look past like what's going on, like like look past that, and then wait. Just like I said, we just have to be aware, have patience, and wait,
Yeah,
and things will be they will pan out in the right way.
yeah,
And sometimes it's like our communication with our partners is very important because we have to deliver our message calmly instead
uh,
of we don't need to stay quiet in the corner and just like, okay, let them do whatever they want to do, and then we're going to be over here. We have a voice as well, so we should communicate it. I think we both like both should communicate and see their views on certain situations, but not
yeah.
from a place of conflict, but from a place of peace.
Mm, mm. What do you think about like because you said communication, like the communication forms. Like, do you think sometimes people kind of speak different love languages? Like they're maybe like in some relationships, people are communicating love, but they're communicating love on different wavelengths, on different languages, and they're kind of going like this. They're like both parties are feeling and communicating it sometimes, but it's not necessarily being received because they're speaking differently.
I believe so. So a lot of times, you know, we like me as a man in my past experience. Sometimes it's like and I'm not talking about now, but before in the past, it's like sometimes you want to prove your love to somebody, right?
Mm,
And then you're just doing things. You're like it could be materialistic things, it could be gifts, it could be so many things, and you're just proving something, but I
yeah.
think I think that there's no bigger love for someone than for us to be present and be
I agree.
authentic. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's like once we're present and we listen and we're present, it's like it goes. This is more stronger than a dozen of roses every week, gifts,
Mm,
etc. It's like, believe me, it's like our presence speaks a lot to them.
mm,
And sometimes before we used to be like I used to be like, oh, okay, I'll just send her a bouquet of roses, I'll do this, I'll do that, and then because it does lift the emotion of the female, but the thing is like not not always. That's not love. That's just like an affection sign. But it's like when it's true love, it's like our presence is the biggest key. Is for us to be
mm.
present for our partners.
Yeah, that's deep actually. It's like I felt that at certain moments. Like you can
Oh,
put
hey. So read the comments, bro. Hey, read the comments, bro.
you
Hey, look at that. He just
Sissy,
snapped out. She just said both are needed.
Sissy, you know all you want is that present. You don't want those flowers, girl.
Yeah, bro. Look at that. You know, you know.
But that is true. It's like I have felt that you can feel the difference. I think like especially when two people are present in a moment with each other, and it's like the the power of that, and like the to me, it's almost like you can be like the sun could be shining outside, a beautiful day, everything's beautiful and an amazing day. But if you're not present to really observe it and be present in it, and the same thing in a relationship, if you aren't present to smell the flowers, to see and observe like how good things actually are, like sometimes you can forget the good times. Like our minds have a uh, a keen ability to sometimes just like look at the negative or find the negative in the situation, and then it can take the beauty out of it when there's beauty all around.
You know, that you're absolutely right, and we sometimes see love like, that is tested when things are easy, but then it's the opposite. Love is tested when things are really, really crucial.
True, true.
Uh, like that's the true test of love. It's like when you endure, and nobody said that love is easy. Love has its challenges, but if we do it right, it's like love. Then is the answer.
You reminded me of a quote that I seen. I don't remember exactly the exact words, but it was something to the effect of like, it's not who you will spend happily ever after with, but it's actually the person who you choose to struggle with, who you choose to go on the path and like grow and struggle with that person. When I heard that, I was like, man, that's true. It's like, like if you look at certain things, it gives people the impression like your soulmate or the person who you're connected with, like that you're supposed to have only good times with them. But actually, like you as a human, as an individual, you're gonna go through many things, much growth, much struggles. As a couple, that's gonna happen too. So you're kind of choosing the person who you choose to go down that path with, struggle with as well.
True. Very, very, very true. Yeah. Yeah. Deep. Very deep.
My friend. Well, we had a good conversation today, my friend.
We could keep on going down this rabbit hole, but I think this is enough for this. I don't wanna. We don't wanna. We don't wanna.
You crack me up, yo. We can
Hey.
keep going down this rabbit hole.
Well, yeah, no, but it's okay. I think this is good. This is good.
Most definitely, most definitely. I'm trying to keep going.
Oh, hey, somebody said keep going. Well, we'll continue soon. You know what I'm saying? We'll
Most
hop back
definitely.
on and talk about it. I don't want to get give mixed signals out there to my significant other that she's watching right now.
She's watching with the hog eye.
Yeah, she's watching. I didn't even expect that. Hey, it is a bottomless pit. Like somebody said that. Yes, it is a bottomless pit.
No, but it was good talking to you. But we do these live podcasts every week, same time, Sundays at 11. If you guys want to join us, click the link in the bio. Bye.
For sure. Thank you, brother, for having me.
Thank you.
All right.
See you next week. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me.